Hello everyone. I have brought forth a story I named Bonds Thicker Than Blood from a series I hold dear. And though this is my fourth work, this is my first work to make it to YouTube as an audiobook. What you are going to listen to is the musicless version where only my voice will be reading along with subtitles. To those who are reading along with the subtitles, the four main characters will be color-coded when speaking. Their name and color will appear at the start of each chapter. If you wish to listen along with the music in the background for a more unique experience, there will be a link in the description for a music version. And if you would rather read it at your own pace, you can read the entirety of Bonds Thicker Than Blood at Javier the Great at AO3. Link will also be in the description. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy. Chapter 8. Hotaru holds her head as she totters, trying to keep herself in motion as her stomach churns. The others aren't faring any better either, as Isamu has lost most of the color in his face, while Aziza and Fidir shield their eyes from the blinding sunlight, relying on Hotaru to guide the way. Her head is banging like a drum, but along with it are faint sounds. She lifts her head, and relief covers her like a comforting blanket. A city, she exhaled. Everyone else readjusts their attention to see massive decorated castle walls in the far distance. A grin spreads across each of their faces, and they pick up speed, nearly sprinting as if monsters were chasing them. The large gate is near, and past it are people chatting and selling goods. 2 guards are posted at each side of the gate, with large spears in hand. However, they are welcoming and waving them over with a gentle smile on their face. The impregnable defense of this castle makes Alihan feel as if it was made from twigs. A strong enough wish could crumble it to the ground. However, if they are on the mainland, and this is the kingdom's response to danger, then what lies beyond is unlike anything Hotaru has heard or seen before. With that in mind, it's easy to see why the people of Reeve are so desperate. Greetings, travelers. Welcome to Romeria, he introduced, with a presenting arm to the city like a grand showcase. Both guards are aged, yet remain strong in physique and posture. His gentle smile is that of a loving grandparent, but with a sharp spear in hand. Others may think differently, especially those who disturb the peace. The city is bustling with hundreds of people of many ages and backgrounds compared to Alihan. They speak loudly of the latest news or advertising their massive carts filled with bountiful products that are displayed on the main road. Off the main road are beautiful parks filled with clear ponds and sturdy trees. Children happily play in the freshly cut grass, while others relax in the peaceful shade. Up ahead are large commercial buildings, and finally, the grand castle colored in bright red that sits at the back end of town, tall enough to oversee the city's landscape. "This is amazing," Hotaru shouted. "This place really puts Alihan to shame." "You said it," Isamu added. "Who knows what kind of food and weapons we can find here?" Isamu looks about ready to bolt ahead like a dog off its leash, but Aziza calms him down. "Before we split off, wouldn't it be smart to see if the king knows anything about Queen Pimiko's whereabouts?" "You're right," Hotaru answered, saddened by the realization. From her bag, she hands Isamu a small coin purse. It jingles lightly as it moves. "I will go ask the king while you get us a room at an inn." "Why do I have to be the one to do it?" He's reluctant as he sighs, but eventually takes it from her. Fidir steps next to the inexperienced martial artist. "I will go with Isamu." "Sounds good," Hotaru said. "Thank the goddess Fidir is watching over him." Hotaru turns over to Aziza, who is distracted by the beautiful castle. "You want to tag along with me then?" Aziza nods. "All right. See you guys in a moment." The clean castle smells of lovely exotic flowers once they step through the entrance. Other than the welcoming guards in their heavy blue armor, many of the people are dressed in glimmering dresses or silky suits which must have cost a fortune. Compared to them, Hotaru and Aziza look like vagrants that took a wrong turn, mindlessly gazing upon the lobby as experienced chefs in spotless white aprons come out with trays of covered food. As the two are left speechless by gentle music that now fills the room, a balding man in a green, pristine coat greets them with a bow. "Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am the king's advisor. We are currently holding a banquet for the young princess's birthday. Am I wrong to assume you are guests?" His words are like silk, and his voice is proper, as if he has said this line many times. Even the advisor back at Alihan was more human, though Hotaru mostly appeared before him due to a complaint. Hotaru is scrambling for the words and tone to match his level of conversation, while Aziza stands there like one of the many nearby goddess statues, hoping to not draw his attention. "Pleased to meet you as well, good sir." Hotaru stumbles over her words as the conversation continues. "We have no business with the princess. We were simply looking for the queen." "The queen?" Not only does he think I'm a peasant looking for scraps, but now he probably thinks I've lost my mind. "Yes, Queen Pimiko," she blurted. "She was supposed to be here?" "I'm sorry, but any personal affairs regarding His Majesty cannot be openly discussed. I'm guessing you're the travelers from Alihan she spoke of." A wide smile of relief fills her face. Her voice is distractingly loud with excitement. "Yes! She is looking for us on the mainland, and we wanted to know where she is. I'm afraid it's not that simple. Come, follow me." He walks with strong authority in his step toward the lobby. Hotaru and Aziza look at each other in confusion before following him deeper into the castle. The lobby has grand tables set near each other, holding delicious savory meats. The smell alone is strong enough to make a full stomach hungry. However, he walks past the tables and guests to a nearby hidden hallway. Finally, as the sounds and smells drown out, a stairway lies ahead. Unlike the bright, hopeful castle, this hole in the ground is pitch black and smells of waste. Unfazed by it, the advisor steps in, with the other two closely behind. Chaotic cries for help echo deep within. Some are shockingly loud, while others are a suppressed whimper. Hotaru and Aziza hold their blades close as the sounds grow, but still the advisor remains emotionless. Finally, the steps end and a set of stain-covered cells containing dirty prisoners is revealed. At the closest cell is a young, dirty man with shaggy hair, with a scent of death on him. The advisor turns to Hotaru, his professional demeanor remaining strong, with the prisoner revealing a face of absolute horror. "The Queen has tasked you with recovering something valuable from the leader of some problematic ruffians. She brought in this fellow, who has aligned himself with said group. As she said, to prove your worth and readiness, find and recover the king's crown that was stolen by Robin Hood and discover the truth." "So where is this Robin Hood?" The advisor takes from his coat a clean throwing knife and points it to the prisoner. "Perhaps you should tell our young guests here of his whereabouts, because if I do, you may never see the light again." The advisor is calm in his threat, and even with the prisoner who appears to have lost everything, he trembles in fear at his words. He forces himself off the floor, and his voice is hard to hear. "He's somewhere north of here, in a place we call Skyfall Tower. That's where his base is." She shakes with him as she is nervous of the advisor as well, the chilling air that surrounds him not aiding her in the slightest. Despite being friendly, with a knife in his hand, he seems more villainous than the prisoners in here. Okay, so find the crown and return it to the king. By the way, if it's the princess's birthday, shouldn't he be attending as well? His Majesty has other matters to attend to. So where is he then? People are shouting over each other as they stare down towards a dirt-filled arena where two large monsters slam into each other, causing tremors to the floor above. At the opposite end of the arena are dozens of loud and exciting slot machines that shine bright as gold coins spit out from them. Isamu has his mouth wide open as he gawks at a beautiful young woman dressed in a provocative bunny outfit, holding alcoholic drinks. With a sweet, infectious smile, she blows him a kiss, nearly having him fall over, his heart racing from the exhilaration. Can we get out of here? I don't even think we're old enough to be here, Fadir begged, looking to the floor. Are you crazy? We just got here. Look, nobody stopped us, and it's about time we enjoyed ourselves. We already went to the church to pray, so let's live a little. An old man with a big white beard and a huge coat bumps into Isamu. Get out of my way. You damn kids need to show respect and not loiter, he scolded with slurred words. You should probably take your own advice, Gramps. Isamu, what are you doing? The old man turns around, his face filled with rage and breath reeking of alcohol. You want to run that by me again? Fadir jumps in. No, he doesn't. Sorry for the misunderstanding. I said you should probably take your own advice, Gramps. You got some nerve speaking to your elders like that. My apologies. I'm not so good at using my words. Maybe we should go outside and talk this matter out with our fists. Please stop this, Isamu. You seem cocky and full of energy. How about we settle this over a bet? Next match in the arena is a fight between a golem and a slime. He pulls out a fat coin purse from his coat, putting the one he has to shame. 200 gold coins says the slime wins. You lost your marbles, old man? That slime doesn't stand a chance against that titan. Then counter my offer, since you're so wise. Fadir latches onto Isamu like a baby koala. Hold a moment. We need that gold for the inn. Ease yourself, Fadir. The room is already paid for. Plus, we can't lose while this drunk is making stupid bets. A hyper voice fills the air, garnering everyone's attention. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is about to begin. This is your final chance to place your bets on what I'm sure is to be an exciting match. For once, the old man and Isamu agree with a nod, head towards the railing above the arena. Both smirk with superiority over the other. Isamu is already imagining what to do with all the coins, but most importantly, receiving the satisfaction of putting the old man in his place. Fadir places his hands together as people march over with them, leaving him alone by the stairway back to the first floor. Isamu barely makes out his words. Please forgive me, goddess, and protect us. The crowd of people swarm in, and the announcer echoes across the room. Welcome all to this fine match this evening. I know why you are all here, so let me not delay any more. A gate on the right of the arena slowly raises open. The crowd cheers with excitement as the steel gate rings in the air. Coming from the right is a true icon. This little guy looks innocent enough, but it is a common pest throughout the land that, no matter the force, never seems to go away. Give it up for Fighter 27, Slime! Out from the gate is a familiar blue slime with a joyous smile, and the number 27 above its dopey eyes. It hops high like a child when receiving a new toy. However, it stops as the ground quakes and the steel gate at the opposite end slowly opens. The crowd screams out, "Now the moment you have been waiting for. This towering behemoth, known for its fairy tale stories of being a guardian of ancient cities, has emerged. Capable of withstanding thousands of pounds of force, immune to scorching fire and the unforgiving nature of the wild, it's Fighter 9. Golem! It stomps into the area, each step shaking the audience above. From out the gate, it's completely covered in bronze, with legs and arms wide like pillars, appearing like a watchtower come to life. Its eyes glow a violent red as it glares at the innocent slime. Let the match begin! With surprising speed, the golem charges toward the slime, who is unaware of the situation. It raises its fist and drives it into the slime, crushing it completely. The punch is so strong, the entire establishment shakes. What a disappointing match! The slime has already been eliminated! Isamu snaps his head to the old man and grins. It was foolish of you to bet on a slime. You must have already gone senile. Despite his rude words, the old man remains still. In fact, he even grins. Wait! I can't believe it! Isamu turns his head over to the arena, confused. The golem has its arm back up, leaving behind a flat, light blue puddle. However, it quickly morphs back to the slime from before. The slime looks completely unarmed. How can such a small creature hold so much power? The golem drives its fist again, but the slime jumps to its planted arm, slamming its squishy body into the golem's head. Its cylinder face cracks where its number is placed, and it crosses the arena like a comet, crashing to the floor. Can it be? Fighter 9 has taken a devastating blow. Is that it? The light in the golem's eyes fade, and the slime hops atop its body with that obnoxious smile. Isamu is left with his jaw wide open. How could that thing survive? It is! Fighter 27 has claimed victory in this upset. This has truly been the most amazing match I have ever seen. To the people who have placed their votes on the golem, I feel sorry for, but you gotta admit it was a spectacle to behold. The old man claws at Isamu's shoulder, trying to grab his dumbfounded attention away from the fallen golem. Looks like you owe me, he stumbles. Perhaps we got off on the wrong foot. Let's just say I bumped into you and forget this whole thing ever happened. So you don't have my gold. No matter. I got better things for you to do anyway. Isamu, now silent, awaits the old man's request. Isamu looks behind for guidance, only to see Fadir hanging in the back, holding his hands to his face, appearing more stressed than him. Some ruffian named Robin Hood took something valuable from me. Go find him and retrieve it, and your debt will be paid. Isamu pauses, confused by the man's request. From the man's coat, he looks like he is swimming in wealth. Why would he send someone out to find an item he can so easily replace? Okay, what exactly am I looking for? A crown.